Hello, so after the last video where I talked really much about Levada, I decided it's time to talk a bit about Flora. I would say the king of Italian football. So, first of all, they were started in 1990, if I'm right. And since then, they have been the most successful Estonian football club. And to show that, well, basically, Estonian League has been there for, well, 30 or 31 years. They won 30 of these. And I would say that that's pretty good rate of winning. Also, they got, I don't even remember, but pretty many trophies. I mean, cup trophies, Super Cup. Yeah, that things, they have them. Just in the pocket. And in Europe, what has the White done? Their last, I would say their most successful season in about 10 years was previous season, when they won one opponent, lost to every single one. Like basically they had they started in the conference league, the eliminatory rounds. They won the first opponent. It was from Gibraltar, so yes, it was expected. And that was it. Then they lost to Bunda, the Irish side. Oh, that was horrible. But yeah, and they lost. And that was it. And it was one of the most successful seasons. But meanwhile, Flora. I would say 2019. Was already pretty successful. So they basically, I think the first game was with, or it was the second game, but yeah, basically they played with Serbian side, big side, Radniki Niš, something like that. Basically, a workers team of Serbia. I mean from Serbia. And then, well, they actually won. Surprise. And they surprised basically everyone. But for me there was no surprise, because the king of Estonian football, like personal, Konstantin Vasiljev had just joined them. So yeah, with his help, they did it. No, this was horrible. Yeah. So they did it. They won. They went on and they met a giant. A German side, Frankfurt Eintracht. If I'm right, they won Europe this season. So yeah, that's who they played next. And guess what? You would expect like Estonia, weak side. Weak side, weak country. Club that has basically nothing to show in Europe so far. You would expect like big loss, right? So did everyone, except me. And you know, Flora fans. We went to the stadium. We saw what we wanted. Just 2-0. Well, not 2-0, 2-1 plus. And that was it. 2-1. Alright, yeah, that was a horrible game, but I don't care right now. I'm more focused on ball. So, yeah, just 2-1. Surprisingly well played. About 10,000 fans. Something Estonian football has not seen since. I mean, the club football. big opponent again. Even like, I would say 1,500 Frankfurt supporters. And yeah, it was actually a good game. It was actually so good and memorable for Germans that right now, like half of our the comments of Flora, out of them are in German because they're from Frankfurt fans first remember us. And yeah, like so much fun started here. So yeah, 2-1 down. Second game, yes, of course we lost that one as well. 2-1 away to Frankfurt. I guess we won Europe this season, so I mean that was pretty good. And back then they had, I'm sorry I don't remember the name right now, but the striker they sold to Real Madrid. Isn't had him. So they were strong, even stronger than right now, I would say. Even though yes, they have made good signings recently. But yeah, so that's what they did. And alright, 2019. We thought, well, in Estonia, like, it cannot get too much better than that. But it did. So if in that season they had like no chance to lose a match, the next season they started in Champions League first round, qualifying round. They unluckily, this was like COVID time, just one match and that's it. Oh, Synergy. Flora's next Europe opponent in real life. But yeah, back then, COVID, just one game. Luckily, home game, but no fans, so that didn't really matter. And let's just say, it was a fair game against the Lithuanian side Sutuva. But it was draw after normal time, after extra time, and with penalties, really lost. Alright. So that meant Europa League play. That one loss away. And then they started like, they played I guess Mountain Sides from right and like one other. And so magically they actually got to playoff of Europa League. That was already giant achievement. Like surprised everyone again. Wonderful stuff. And I mean they could not have gotten any more unlucky. They got opponent Dynamo Zagreb. Yes, Dynamo Zagreb. They were coming from the north of the season and they won. 3-1 actually. The goal was scored by Siniavski, who then got sold. So yeah, 3-1, dreams broken. Back then there wasn't Conference League. Then things went better next season. There was Conference League, but to get more chances, first game had to be won. First game was against Mountain Side, and it was not too strong, so they won comfortably, like 2-0 the first game after red card from the Mountain Side for the Mountain Side. Again, I went to watch this game, so pretty good. And then yes, the away game was about 3-0, I guess. So right, that was the first game. Then they got much tougher opponents. A Polish side, Legia Warszawa, and they lost away with 1 goal difference. I don't remember, was it 2-1 maybe? But yeah, 1 goal difference. And back at home, that was actually depressing. So no goals at the beginning, for us at least. Time was running, and at one moment they had a chance. They went, they scored, and then it was offside. Everyone knew it wasn't. I mean, alright, this time maybe with the referee made a mistake, I don't know. But in reality, from the screen, from stadium, no, it wasn't. Then there was like Flora players were like still talking to the referee. There's nothing big, you know. No one understands anything like what's going on. And so the Polish side used their chance and they scored a goal. That was it. They won both games. Champions League goal. Alright. Still a Europa League Conference League good to go. The next opponent was not so strong. It was from Cyprus. I was with them actually. After second game was pretty good. We thought like, well, it's gone. Half time, 2 goals need to be scored this time. GG. Actually didn't. That's the wrong time. GG. Well, I mean, I remember like how the score went on like 2 games. Basically, yeah, they got equalized, and then it went to penalties. Already familiar with last year. Like, unluckily, yeah, they lost penalties. So that got them actually still pretty close to making history of Estonia. They got to Conference League playoffs against Irish side Shamrock Rovers. So, yes, that's so like the best chance you can get in Estonia. So yeah, they went. First game was at home. Flora won 4-2. And second game went well. Overall they won. And this celebration was just amazing. Because Estonian team in Conference League, that was something. And then they got a group of King, Rodniki Niš. I'm the Serbian side that they played 2 years ago. And then aside from Cyprus, but yeah, they actually played rather well. Got the win and 2 draws, but yeah, they finished the group, I think 4. But that didn't matter. Oh, and already group stage. Hallelujah. But yeah, that didn't matter. It was still wonderful. So they had way more games this season. They had like 10 Levadia. In the same time, they had basically a European game, a 2 to 3 days, a big game in home league, 2 to 3 days, and another European game. So yeah, it was, and they lost points for that. So it was no points fair. But alright. Last game. Last year. I was there, my heart literally shattered. And well, I'm still not happy about it, but yeah, it was what it was. So, first of all, it was really cold and snowy. It was actually a miracle that nobody broke a leg. But it's Estonia. We're playing these conditions. So the title was played. Alright, I talked about this already in the video before, but yeah. So, luckily, and in my opinion, unfairly, the Flora lost. And with the game draw, they lost the title. So, this year they are starting the Conference League against Seinäjoki. The Finnish side finished third last season. They're currently not doing too well, so there's hope. In case of the win, they have Swedish sides. I don't remember which one though. But yeah, big Swedish side against them. And that would be something. So now they need to win Seinäjoki. What's happened is that's first they won. After Levadia lost 6-1 to Iceland side, like after that, yeah, no question it's gonna be hard. But yeah, let's be realistic. Flora has done really much better games in Europe, and let's be honest, they are the better team out of the comparison. So their motto, like if Levadia is has emotional game, Slavic players, and the money, then Flora earns their money or gets from like real sponsors, like firms, and not using don't play anyone. Then they also have policy of all these things. That means ensure that they in the squads they have only Estonians. In the main squads, last time not Estonian play was, I'm not sure if 19 or 20. And then it was one Finnish guy who just had contracted that because if they should weren't able to like why would they have released? They have no reason, no money for it, so yeah. But it has been actually a Estonian side for a long time. Their mentality has always been Estonians. They are actually think their own youth. Why? Because they just don't have resources to buy from others. Of course, yes, they are getting in youth stages. They are getting players from a lot of different teams. But yeah, that's what you taught me. So they have tons of players and trainers in every single age. You can like boys, girls, every age. They have clubs, learning clubs teams, and love them. So yeah, they're actually trying to do something. So, yes, and that's why I like them. They are actually trying to do Estonia. Well, but how did that being my favorite team? Well, I think it was 2011 already. When I just saw a random game and I was like, well, I like that team now. The team was FC Flora Tallinna. I have liked them since. So, yes. They have been real much my favorite side since then, and I don't see any reason why they stop being my favorite side. In Estonian football and world football, all of that. They're my favorite side. They also have my favorite player, Konstantin Vasiljev, who's just master. Actually, back to the Warsaw class, carried Estonia to historic European Championship playoff in 2011. We mentally had the on system. Again, not fair. But yeah, the coach actually successful. Doesn't try to cover his mistakes, stuff like that. And they actually play strategic football. They basically they can wait. You know, they are on the beach and even against many smaller sides, they're not like attack, rush. Yes, of course they're putting on some pressure, but they are actually like I think that against equals or bigger teams, they're the one defending and counterattacking. They have the speed, the quality in the defense. Basically, what Estonian football should be about. Because in Estonia we don't have enough of like quality players to play anything else than defense based game. So yeah, good defense line is must have. After Conference League, though, they have sold their main striker, defenders, and also their main goalkeeper, like the contract expired, and left to Poland. But they actually used at least some of that money to put into youth. They also bought some players with potential, but yes, I have to be honest, most of them have already shown that in at least next some seasons they are not gonna be great. Yes, that's Estonian football basically. They're usually playing 4-3-3. What I also like, that's my favorite. My favorite formation. They are playing usually in the national stadium of Estonia. Of course, when the weather in Estonia actually allows you to play on grass. It's not too much of the time. They have really good fans, best in Estonia for sure. And yeah, basically, really many elements of other clubs have been taken from Flora. For example, they can say whatever they want, but actually they have taken. For example, the flag, some elements of their flag they have taken from it. They tried to take stadium from Flora, since they don't own it, Estonian Football Association owns it now. Then what else? They're trying to take fans, which is not happening. They're trying to steal green color, not happening. Yes, so there is a rivalry. Tallinna Derby or Derby. At the main event in Estonian football. Basically, yeah, if you win it, all 4 games, because there are 4 rounds in Estonia football. If you win it all 4 times, then you're basically the champion. Because out of the from 2015 there have been 4 winners, Flora winning it once, Flora winning it 4 times, if it's Infinite winning it once, and Omega winning it once. Flora and Infinite, I mean, I have to be honest, Omega had luck, Infinite had luck, Omega just, well yeah, Infinite was one season wonder. Later they basically don't want anymore, so they have to reunite Omega. Alright, still a pretty strong side, just like this season, but alright, great to them, good. Yeah. That's basically Flora is working, like, of course, their fans. Alright, in Estonia, like, if you expect like 1.3 million, the champions, like, it should be like 10,000 fans, right? No. If in Estonia there's a game and there are 1,000 fans, then it's very good game, big game, and 1,000 is called big crowd in Estonia, like really big crowd, because for us it is. Like, there are rarely any games so many people. Basically, title deciders, derbies between Flora and Latvia, and cup finals are basically only games sometimes they don't have so many people watching them. But yeah, biggest fan group, loudest fan group. Of course, there are like Levada and Kailu will probably want to disagree on that, but that's just facts actually. If you count numbers, that's just how it is. Alright, Champions League final. But yeah, that's pretty much Flora. So if you have any questions about either Flora or Estonia football, or me, or anything else, like something about this channel, just feel free to ask in comment section. Or if you find like any other ways to contact me, sure, use it, if it's legal of course. Like, no details if you even have possibility to do so. Alright, it's gonna be boring, but I'm just gonna hold it. Champions League title is worth it. Not taking any risks. Alright, it was actually risk. I didn't think that both could that far. But yeah, I'm the winner. Because Flora are champions. They're the best in Estonia. And hopefully they will improve, and with them also the League of Estonia. Thank you guys for watching. That was for